And hello, fellow gamers. I'm back once again. This time I'm playing more Super Mario World. In my previous video, I was mostly just testing out the RGB connection for my Super NES to the rest of my setup, and it worked great. I'm using that again this time. And the last video I played the fastest route through the game. Since then, I got requests that I should play the entire game, including the special world from Coup de Grace, who's in the chat right now. And so I will eventually get to that. So yeah, I decided to play through the whole game, so I'm going to start with that right now. I'm going to erase File C. And damn it, I'm going to get 96 exits on this one, just like I got on the first two. Push button. Hurt! Coup de Grace says you can download Sonic CD on Steam and on PlayStation Network / Xbox Live. I could, but it's just not the same. If I'm going to play it on my channel, I want to play it the original way with the original hardware. Not that I'm opposed to downloading re-releases of games like that. I have a few of them myself. But I just like to do everything legit on my channel. Alright, so this is Yoshi's Island. First world in the game. Not to be confused with Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which is the full title of that game. I don't know why they named it that. And as usual, this is not going to be a speed run. I'm just taking my way through the game at a leisurely pace. It'll get done when it gets done, basically. That being said, I'm not going to go intentionally slow. If I know of any shortcuts, I'm going to take them. Yep. Oh, that was close. Oh, damn, that would have been sweet if I'd hit that. Also, something you may learn about me from watching some of the games that I've played over and over and over and over and over, like this game, is I tend to try a lot of crazy shit and take a lot of stupid risks just to see if I can do it. And this series of videos will be no exception. Kind of excited for tomorrow. I have on order a Turtle Beach TM1 microphone mixer, and so I'm going to be using that to plug my headset into instead of what I'm currently using, which is a Sony digital audio recorder, and maybe that'll result in some better mic quality, some better gain on the mic. And the most important thing is it will allow me to plug in multiple mics, and thus I can have someone sitting next to me on the couch with their own mic and we could be playing games together. So, how cool would that be? Ah, shit. That was dumb. I killed my one-up shell. So I got the Switch Palace, so now all of the yellow blocks are filled in. This is the first Yoshi in the game, so he's gonna go yell at me. If you want to know what that Yoshi says, watch my previous video. Oh shit. Just trying to get the thing and... Hang on. Gotta get that. I want the one-ups that come with it. That would have been a Yoshi right there, but since I already have Yoshi, I get a one-up instead. Went up too fast for the screen there. Come get it. Boom! Fuck you! I love that. Of course, you can't do it right here. If you stand on it right there, you get fucked. Here's something I don't think I did the last time around. Just went down in this pipe. What you're supposed to do down here is throw these blocks up at these other blocks and get the stuff in them, but I got Yoshi, so I'm going to use Yoshi. Now, interesting note about this cavern right here is that I swear I remember seeing in a strategy guide in the early 90s that if you did something special with these blocks, which was, I don't remember exactly what it was, but if you got them in like the right order, I think, then when you exited through this pipe, it would take you to the boss. And I even wrote to Nintendo Power about that, asking them about it, and they said, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And so I have no idea what happened to that strategy guide. I have no idea who printed it, what it was called, or anything. And it may, at this point, be entirely a memory fabrication. I don't know. See, Coup de Grace says, I wish you good luck, though you can find Sonic CD for a decent price. The Sega CD console is absurdly expensive. As luck would have it, I already have a Sega CD. In fact, I have a Model 1 Genesis, a Model 1 Sega CD, and a 32X all plugged in together, and they all work. So I got all the hardware I need. I just need to find Sonic CD itself. Oh, you bitch. The flame went right over his head. And commit suicide? Nope. I'm good. Ugh. Don't mind me, I'm just adding in extra sound effects. I remember seeing people play this game that didn't know that you could hold down the Y button to run, but they thought, for some reason, that you had to push the Y and the B button to jump. So what you would commonly see them do is they'd be walking along like this at normal speed with Yoshi, and then they'd jump, and Yoshi'd stick out his tongue like that. Of course, I hold down the Y button all the time because I'm impatient. I don't know if I already said this during the recording or not, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this game up into individual segments of each world. And so I think this first segment is going to be just Yoshi's Island. So I'm not going to be streaming for a whole lot longer. And then next time around I'll do the Donut Plains, and then I'll do the Vanilla Dome. And the Butter Bridge is next after that. And the Forest of Illusion. See that trick right there? I'll try and do it again when this Pokey comes up here. Once he comes down. If you get really close with Yoshi and eat one of the bits of the Pokey, then he'll actually suck in multiple ones. See, like that, but you gotta be careful though, because if he tries to suck in too many at once, then the last one might actually hit him and you take damage. Forgot to get the star. Bam. Booing. I remember screwing around with this game with the Game Genie a fair amount, and I remember there was a code that would freeze the timer, and so some of these levels that had really long times in them, like a ghost house might have 400 seconds on the timer, you'd get to the end and the timer would still be frozen, and of course it would start adding your time onto your score, but the outro sequence for a level, like wherever it does the fanfare and then it does the bear warp, that part, is on a separate timer than counting up the score from your time. And so sometimes that sequence would end, it would go brrrr, and the timer would still be counting up. I'm not sure if there's a situation where it ever does that on its own. If there's like a level that has a really large starting number on the counter, and if you can get to the end of the level fast enough so that it still has a really high number on the timer, then you might be able to do that without the Game Genie. Piss. And I can't get it because it's on the wrong side. Piss. And yo. I love playing with these things. Flirting with danger. Morp. Oh, piss. I stood up by mistake. That'll teach me to flirt with danger. And this time I'll actually wait for this final thing to come down here. Because if you dick around here too long, there it is. Bam! Okay. So, let's do this. There we go. How about that? Sean has joined us, or maybe he's been watching for a while now. He says, "What games are we going to play together when your new equipment arrives?" Sean's one of my real-life friends, so that's certainly something that we could do. So, I don't know. It depends on how well it works when it gets here. If it actually turns out to work as well as I think it will, then yeah, that opens the door to playing games with lots of my friends. I could certainly see Sean, you and I doing an interesting series of videos where you and I play together a game like this, which you may never have played before. So it'd be like the expert introducing the new guy to a new experience, and I think that would be cool. So that is the end of the Yoshi's Island first world in the game. So that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and maybe it'll be less than 6 days before my next video, and I'll play the Donut Plains here, and see if I can do that without severely fucking anything up. So until then, see ya.